Hey there, good morning everyone. Friday, the 22nd of December 2023. This morning's devotional is a reading from Galatians chapter 5, reading verses 22 and 23, which read, "But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law." Every town, country, or place of work has a set of rules which need to be adhered to, and these rules have been put in place to prevent any bad behavior. But have you noticed that there are no rules, or at least not that I'm aware of, that prevent you from doing good to those around you? Excuse me. You see, God doesn't just want you in His family. He wants you to develop the family characteristics as a child of God. He wants you to grow spiritually, and your model for maturity is Jesus Christ. So here comes the age-old question. So what is Jesus like? The best picture of the character of Jesus is found in the fruit of the Spirit, Galatians 5, verses 22 and 23. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, and self-control. And I would encourage you to, as you work through those words, just to try and see them reflected in the life of Jesus. In fact, right now, God is teaching me patience because this is about the fourth take of this video, and I keep stumbling over the words, or I've got an itch here and an itch there. It's quite frustrating, but He's teaching me patience. There's also this wonderful promise in Romans chapter 8, verse 28, which reads, "We know that God causes everything to work together for the good of those who love Him and who are called according to His purpose for them." But here is the interesting thing. When we read scripture, we just read a verse, and I'm quite happy to read the verse. And we normally forget to read the preceding verse, the following verse. And verse 29 in Romans chapter 8 reads, "For God knew His people in advance, and He chose them to become like His Son." That's the New Living Translation. God produces the kind of fruit in you by putting you in situations full of the exact opposite circumstances, where you will get a chance to learn and practice these character qualities. For example, you don't learn kindness when you are surrounded by the nicest people on earth. You don't learn contentment when you have everything that your heart desires. When God teaches you how to love, He doesn't put you around people who are easy to love. Instead, He brings those real grumpy, miserable ones who will do anything in their power to make your life a real misery. Anyone can be happy when everything is going their way, but God teaches you true joy in the middle of suffering and grief, and yes, even heartbreak. It's easy to be peaceful when there is no struggle in your life. When God teaches you peace, He allows chaos and conflict in your life to teach you peace. And that's the peace that passes all understanding. So how does God teach you patience? This is a difficult one. By placing you, and if you go to the shops today or this time of the year, you'll find that there are these very long queues at the cashiers. And He places you in those long queues, and normally when the cashier is the busiest, or when there's always something wrong, or someone's got a problem in the front there. And He teaches you patience by doing that. Or even worse, when you're sitting in a doctor's consulting room waiting 2 hours for the doctor, and you're going to wait another 2 hours for the man because he's not there. Very frustrating. I tell you, it really irks me. But anytime you have to wait, God is teaching you patience to make you more like Jesus. Change is not always easy, but the big and small ways that you're growing in spiritual maturity will make it worth it. My dear friends, God's purpose in every change in your life is to make you more like Jesus. Embrace the change. If you find yourself in a long queue, don't get frustrated. Just turn around and start talking to the people around them, sharing, and you'll be surprised how quickly that queue starts moving. May the Lord be with you. May He bless you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.